Brainstorming and sharing ideas is the funnest part of the creative process. We decided to skip the boring part of actually making stuff and just do the fun part. I'm your host, Tubthumbing.
I'm Matt Ryan.
Mike Jeter.
Lisa Green.
Shelly Smith.
And this is Creativity Wasted.
I like to pull a prank now and again.
Yes.
So I actually have two of them. And we could do like Shelly, you can pick which one we want to dive off into. But one is I used to work EMS, and we'd put a saline bag under the gas pedal, and you'd run the tube up behind the person, and so they on the seat, so they wouldn't know it's there. So every time they hit the gas, they get some water going down their back, and I'm like, what is happening? How come I'm getting wet every time I drive the car? So I like that idea. And then this weekend I was at a festival, and we were walking through the Midway, at the Carnival Midway, and this lady had 5 pizzas from a pizza place, not at the Midway, just walking through. And then she was like walking past the corn dog stand or whatever and standing there, and she was by herself. I'm not judging at all, but I said to my brother, it'd be funny to just run by, take one of those pizzas off the top and just yell, "Gluttony's a sin!" and just keep running. And then that turned into a whole thing. Like, you could make an Instagram thing where that's your whole MO, is just going out in public, and when someone's got like extra food, you just take one of the pieces and yell, "Gluttony's a sin!" and just keep running. Like, so that's as far as I've gotten on these, but that's where we're at.
So you're one of those ne'er-do-well, like evil pranksters.
So yes, but I'm the saline we did actually do, but I've never stolen any food from anybody so far. So
is it the ambulance driver? Do they run over it? Do they sit on it?
No, so the bag's just like the small like IV bag is under the gas pedal, so you don't feel it, and then the tube runs under the seat, and I'm like showing it. You can't even see my chair, but
it's under the gas pedal.
It's under the gas pedal, and the tube runs under the seat up around to your back, so you get water down your back every time you hit the gas.
See, man, I think that would be funnier if you had the tube go to where the patient was in the back, and when you stepped on the gas, it squirted them in the face. And
hilarious.
That would be some slapstick comedy.
That could be a good. Yeah, I like that.
There's already a lot of blood and screaming, and now there's just water.
Now there's water coming. Why are you crying?
Oh!
I'm not, but that's salty water coming down your face.
Mm-hmm.
So, I mean,
oh god. I'm sorry.
I mean, that's clever to put something under the gas pedal, but is there any chance that it could like cause the gas pedal to stick and the car to just veer off of a cliff or something with some poor person in the back?
I suppose that is probably possible. I think it's a small percentage, but I think it could become possible. When we did it, we would use like 50cc bags, so they were really small, so they weren't like the big, like giant bags you get in the hospital. So
just
and listen, Tom, do you want to win this $10,000 on America's Funniest Home Videos or not? You're gonna do what you need to do.
Yeah. You got to be committed.
Put glitter in the water too, and then
just be aware that if it goes wrong, you might be the most hated person on national news for like a 2-day span.
That's true,
because your stupid prank cost
but $10,000 richer.
And really, and if you that doesn't get you to being the most hated person on the internet, then you could do the food stealing thing, but put this twist on it, like you dress up as sort of an angry clown and you run through kids' parties, and at first they're like, "Oh my gosh, there's a clown at my party," and then you steal a bunch of cupcakes and you say, "Gluttony's a sin." You just keep that. Angrily crashing kids' birthday parties and
I would pay
cake.
That's great.
That's
how much would
as
I have
the
to
soccer goddess,
this?
you could like steal meat, like eating meat is a sin.
Yeah.
Meat pizzas.
Sure. Find out where all the barbecues.
In this for this to happen, because now we're basically Shark Tanking.
First, you troll Facebook and you find out events that they're just inviting everybody, and they're going. There's plenty of food, and you're like going. Then you make your schedule, right? then you dress up
Like,
like your clown.
Just
And then
run
you
through.
just
Like-
run through, grabbing ribs. and
Like
cakes.
supermarket sweep
pizzas.
style. Just
Yes.
arms out, just taking all the food off the
Yes.
table.
Oh, good.
Just break into chicken farms and grab chickens and give them to
Give
the
to kids.
babies.
Give it to your children.
That would be awesome.
Sure.
Put a chicken in a box, take a chicken to a birthday party for a kid, and then just like set up a camera. And as they're opening up their gifts, this live chicken comes out.
Yeah. You're arrested.
Mayhem ensues.
Yeah.
You're arrested. You're
Mayhem ensues.
standing.
Then the scary
You're
on-
person shows up.
No, you're on the stand. You're on the stand, and the judge is like, or the lawyer's going, "Did you run through this farm stealing chickens?" And you're like, "Yes, Your Honor, but look." And then you show him the video feed of toddlers holding chickens, and the whole jury sees it, and they're
And
like,
they go, oh,
"It's okay. They
Mhm.
wanted to be there." Then you become
not
like,
guilty.
you become sort of the Robin Hood who's stealing chickens from certain death in a chicken farm and giving them to cute toddlers. You're like the Robin Hood of the chicken farm, possibly.
What happens then? It's not like at the carnival where the kid wins the fish and then mom and dad are mad because they got to flush the fish a week later because no one took care of it. What happens with these chickens? I'm just saying.
Right. Well, there's a lot of holes in this whole plan.
Just
The
saying.
whole thing.
It's not as soundproof as my teleporting.
It's not as rock solid as shower teleporting.
Every single plan Shelly has is just at the end. It's get a chicken into a child's hand. That's all I want. Have a picture. Done. That's
That's
it.
why we
Nothing else.
can't plan bank heist with Shelly because
Right.
it always ends with if we
There's
had
always
live
a free
chickens, like,
chicken.
God damn it,
Wait!
Stop, Shelly. Enough with the chicken. But if we had live chickens, people will be focused on them. But then we got to steal babies, so they're holding the chickens. Then
If
it's
you're
the
trying
whole
to
thing.
create, I'm telling you, you could do worse in creating a distraction than having a chicken with a toddler nearby. Because I'm going to be looking at that while you steal the pizza or whatever you're doing. While I
So
jump in the shower, everybody's going, "Did you see this kid over here with the chicken?" And you're getting out. You're robbing the house, getting back into the shower with a bunch of pizzas. Now all the ideas are one.
Exactly.
Well, instead of Ocean's 11, this is Walma's 5. So I guess we have a plan now.
Yeah.
I guess we have a plan
Oh my
now.
God.
So
Yep.
we just
We have a
to
costume
find-
maker.
We all have to scour Facebook for parties to invade, and then then we'll set the plan in action.
Absolutely.
I don't think you could count on me for the thieving part, for like being able to run past someone and grab something quickly. I don't think I'm the one for that. But if you needed someone to like fall over something and create a distraction so everyone turns and you run through, I could do that part.
All
I
right.
could like, knock
That
over
would be the whole
somebody in a bounce.
distraction.
Yeah.
You fall over and you reveal a chicken with a baby holding it, and then go, "Aw," and then we'll just swipe all of the.
Yeah, all the food is gone.
And then all the
they'll
food
turn
is
around and
gone.
it's gone. Say, what the what?
Yeah.
Like,
Thought we had
the Walmart
37
5
pizzas
has
here.
stricken-
You
we
did have
struck again.
37 pizzas.
Yeah.
But gluttony's a sin.
I would like, if you're gonna steal pizzas like from a big group, steal the veggie pizza, because I hate veggie pizza. Steal the pineapple pizza.
Or here's what you do. First, you find out all the places that are having parties during the day. And then you find out where all the like poor comedian house parties are in the evening. And you take them all the stolen food.
There you go. There's the
They-
true Robin Hood story.
That's part of it. And Lisa's app, you can say, what kind of food are they serving at the poor comedian party tonight? And it links to, like, the algorithm finds whatever you stole that day. And it says there'll be like pizza and cupcakes and ribs and stolen. And they'll be kind of like banged up and damaged. And
Well, now we're adding a Facebook Marketplace part of that app.
right.
I've got 5 veggie pizzas. Does anybody want them?
Yeah.
Where'd you
And
get
now-
them? Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Right. And then now I don't even want to do it because I don't want to get caught. So I'm going to use Fiverr, and I'm going to hire someone specifically to dress up like a clown. I'm going to use an
Oh my
app to
God.
get someone else to pull a prank to be the Robin Hood. So
Oh,
it can never
boy.
be traced back to me.
But if we're going to keep it comedic, we just have to get pineapple and put it on every pizza. I wouldn't care what it was. Just
Sure.
ruin the pizza. So they think that, oh, look, someone brought this free pizza here. It must be some true Robin Hood type shit. And then they open it up. It's just pineapple on everything.
Or the prank is that you hide the
Ooh.
pineapple under the cheese.
There you go.
Man.
There you go.
And then our final shot is us jumping in the air and high-fiving it. And we're just stuck there. And it's just like the Walma 5 or something. And that's it.
Sure.
It should be the Ryan 5.
The stuff,
It's a
it writes itself. Is all
It's
I'm
a
saying.
terrible heist movie. It's like,
I'm not the leader in this scenario.
why are you
Oh my
guys
God.
doing this? Are you trying to make money? Are you trying to no, there's no good reason.
Like,
We're
well,
just-
Shelly likes babies and chickens. I like to ruin pizzas with pineapple. And
Right. There's no
Yeah,
higher cause.
Back to the comedian house party. I haven't been to many of those. I went to one in Lansing, and they had brownies, and I'm thinking, is there pot in these brownies? And then I'm seeing like other food, and I'm like, can they put pot in that?
Yeah,
Is
I
this
like Mike.
Oh, yeah.
All of it. It's all pop.
there is.
If you
all
can
pie.
dream it, you can do it.
Right.
Pie.
Even if it's a
And
carrot
Lansing
stick.
comedians, 100%. It's
If
pie.
there's a carrot stick, that's probably safe. But the thing you're dipping it in, you should ask.
I wouldn't even
Is
trust
that
a
a dill
carrot
dip?
stick. They would
Yeah.
probably just mold
Sure.
pot into looking like carrot sticks, painting it orange, and it's actually pot.
Right.
Yeah,
could. And
they get
again-
high here in Lansing.
And again, no reason to do that, but there's no reason to do any of these things. So I think
Just
people
saying.
would buy it.
I'm just saying.
Yeah. Yeah.
So the EMT thing, are there a lot of pranks? Is it a way to like lighten the mood from like a super stressful job type
I
of
think
thing?
that's part of it, and just we like to mess around. Another one we did that is very EMS specific is you'd see another crew at the hospital, and they'd be done. They'd put their stretcher back. They're doing paperwork, so we would take their stretcher and hang it from the ceiling, like strap it to the ceiling, so they don't look in the back again. They already put their stretcher away. They get to their next run. They open the back door and like, oh, we got it.
Is it easy to put the stretcher on the ceiling?
It's been many years since I did that, but yes, because there's bars that you hang on to,
Oh.
hang it from the ceiling. So you just put the seatbelt through those bars, cinch it up, and so the stretcher.
Is it easy to get it down?
Yeah,
Is there, like-
it comes down pretty quick. So
Oh,
Okay.
that's
It's
good
that-
news.
it's
That's
not-
good news.
it's not.
Next time
hindering
I'm
patient care.
dying, I'd like the stretcher to not be stuck on the ceiling.
Or just simple. You turn on all their lights and sirens in the emergency room bay, so when they get back in the truck and start it up, it just is going crazy.
That's a good one.
Do you know what?
That's not too evil.
If you drove an ambulance to these parties, these daytime parties that you've RSVP'd to on Facebook, if you could roll up in an ambulance so everybody's already freaking out, it would be much easier to steal food and everybody would not know what's going on. You just get
We're
out
full
and
circle
run
here
through
right
and
now.
they're like, what's happening? What's happening? It's like, this is dangerous. You steal all the pizzas.
You could,
Go
with
to
an
the next
ambulance, you could steal a person,
You could
like a
steal
friend.
Get out of here. Yeah.
Grab
Oh,
'em,
that
throw 'em
would
on
be
the
fun. That
stretcher.
sounds fun.
It'd have to be a friend, obviously. Like,
Sure. Could we is it illegal just to get a paddy wagon with a siren, like paint it up as something else? Can you roll with a siren if it's not?
I
Can you do that?
I don't think you can. I
Okay.
think they have
definitely
to-
not police. It might be a gray area.
That doesn't
Nobody's
sound like
just
an
tried it.
affirmative.
Nobody's tried to
I'm just
do
saying.
that.
I mean, you can buy retired vehicles, but I think they have to
Okay.
be no lights or sirens anymore, or they can't be
Okay.
the right color. Like a lot of times, you'll see contractors with an old ambulance, but the lights will all be white instead
Right.
of red and blue and stuff.
Yeah. And I've had friends who drove hearse before. But so what's the line between not having like a real siren, but something that makes a lot of noise? Because there's definitely people whose sound systems overpower my sound system in my car. You know what I mean? Like if you're in traffic and someone's sound is so loud that you can't even hear your own music. How is that not worse than having some sort of sound or noise maker, like an ice cream machine or something?
I think you probably have a noisemaker. I think the siren is just because it's universally accepted that the siren means get out of the way. So people
not a siren.
But you
not
could
a siren.
You could have a loud music or something coming from it. That's
the ice cream machine song.
Yeah, it's like a public nuisance thing, and like they don't care about those in Washtenaw County at all.
It's something that says something's about to happen. Don't be afraid. And then we're going to steal your pizza and leave you with a kid with a chicken.
Oh, that's easy.
So nobody knows. Like, and then we leave.
You want to play that song Tub Thumper, and that's
yes, 100%.
I get knocked down, but I get up. Then everybody be like, "Oh, it's just a bunch of silly that's about to happen."
And the sirens, just, oh, Danny boy, Danny boy, because like I hate that song so much. Yeah.
I'm bringing back all of these bad memories, these songs that I have.
Oh man,
that would be a good Chumbawumba. It's the worst. It's the worst. The worst song ever.
I'm just gonna make a playlist of songs that agitate people. So
yes.
Tub Thumper.
Who wants to feel lame? Who wants to feel lame? Everybody.
Is that a real song?
Tub Thumper, Chumbawumba? Yeah.
Who wants to feel lame?
No. That was just me being a DJ about to play lame songs.
DJ Shelly Smith.
Everybody ready to feel lame. That's just me being a DJ that only plays lame. That's just me rolling up. And instead of scaring you into submission, I'm like laming you into submission. You're like, God, suddenly I want to leave this party. Because Tub Thumper's playing.
There's like a bunch of backwards messages in every song that like when you reverse it, you backmask it, and it's just take your child to the petting zoo, put it on Instagram.
You reverse
in November.
You reverse Tub Thumper.
Gluttony is a sin.
It says gluttony is a sin. Gluttony is a sin. You hear it? Do you hear it? I don't even want pizza anymore now that I've listened to Tub Thumper so many times.
Tom's gonna have a lot of fun editing this.
I'm just gonna leave it all in.
Just leave it.
You want to hear my evil prank idea?
Yes.
So you know how like occasionally people would put on like a highway overpass, like, "Will you marry me?"
Mm-hmm.
I'd like it to say, "Will you?" and then like in the M, have a line going straight down, and then get like a bucket of like fake guts and just throw it on the road. So it looks like they were trying to do the marriage proposal, and they fell and died.
See, my pranks aren't that evil, but I can appreciate it. And the look at Mike's face was more
I'd be too afraid somebody would swerve and like crash, so I wouldn't actually do it.
Yeah.
You've gone too far, Tom. You've gone too far.
Right. Yeah. Wow.
That one's a little more evil than the
Jesus
stealing the
Christ,
pizza
man.
and
We're
the
having
saline.
fun here. And now all of a sudden.
So I feel like there's sort of like, you know what, those guerrilla comedy crews that were pretty popular, maybe early 2000s, I don't know, where people would show up and all do all the same thing, kind of like a flash mob, but they were just doing something weird, like riding the subway wearing the same thing or just doing weird. So that's gone out of fashion just long enough for us to bring it back. But we bring it back in sort of like a, not siren, but like a decorated old ambulance type thing so that we can spring out of the back of it, prank, get back in, and then just leave. Oh, Danny boy, Danny. That would be us leaving, fading out, like, oh, like that.
We can call it the Prankulance.
It's the Prankulance. You know what? Okay, so yesterday my friend was talking and she was coughing and telling me a story and said, "Hambulance," and I can't stop thinking of a use for that, like emergency ham delivery. You know, it's like a big ham on the top of a truck, and it's going through the neighborhood like the ice cream truck. Ham.
You go put like cubed ham in a ice cream cone type of thing, or
There's all kinds of things you could do.
That sounds horrible.
Just
You
needs
could
to be a
deliver it like
whole
that.
ham.
You
Whole
could
ham, throw it out the window.
You could deliver it like a
newspaper.
newspaper.
Put
Like
on
a
a giant
newspaper.
stick and have kids
Throw
walking around
it,
licking a big
and it
piece
just
of ham.
goes like, it hits with like such a force at your door that you can hear it. Honey, was that the newspaper? No, I think it was the ham because I heard it. Heard it from up here. It was like, boom, and it dents in your screen door because it's an entire like 12-pound country ham. I got to add that to my ham versus cake joke. I'll add it in. Ambulance delivery. Emergency! Have you ever been at home and you're out of ham?
Oh my god!
Wow, that just turned into a 3 a.m. infomercial.
Ambulance.
Yes, it did.
I think if you wanted to build like a hologram of a ham on the roof of a car, I think I know how to do that.
Yeah. There's a place in Ipsy with a cow on the top, the building with a cow, and they're a meat distributor. I feel like they could do this. Do you know what I'm talking about? It's either on eCourse or. Do you know what I'm talking about, Lisa?
No.
There's a cow on top of a building, and I know the guy that owns it, and they're a meat distributor. So the ham on top of a thing delivering meat products is really not that far off. Like, I'm sure there's some place at a music festival that sells only pork things that has a pig on top, right? Surely that already
probably,
exists, right?
Mm-hmm.
But we do it in an emergency situation.
So if
Ambulance.
somebody ordered a pizza and it didn't have ham on it and it was supposed to,
Yes,
they would call you.
yes,
And then
that's
I'd come-
exactly.
You'd run
And I'd
over
come
and-
behind and steal it.
Yes.
And then yes, in a
Surprise pineapple.
differently decorated truck that also is in the area that
Yes.
steals ham.
Then they'll try to
Our
chase
whole
after
MO is to
you.
follow the ambulance to steal people.
Then they'll try to chase after you, but they'll hit their gas with the saline bag on it, and they're like, "What the what?" And then they'll go over a cliff, and then we move it to their home. Now we become squatters.
And Lisa's Alexa says, "Hey Lisa, do you need some ham?" About a month ago, you had that emergency ham delivery. Seems like it might be time again, and you're like, "Oh shit, it is."
But she's like, "I don't have time though because I have to teleport to Paris."
Yeah.
And that, Tom, is how you tie many ideas.
Yes.
All right, let's wrap it up. Anybody have any shows or podcasts or media that they want to promote?
I'm probably releasing a new Reads and Weeds tomorrow on a really cool book called Metaphysical Anatomy. And it's
nice.
about understanding how things you don't understand about your body that you've tried all the physical things to heal could be related to stored emotional trauma.
Cool.
Nice. So I am taking over the Femme Feedback mic with Juliana Laura Wiggins. Yes, so I'm super excited about this. So Vivian Burgett was the one that was doing that, if you don't know. And so she is moving, and so her last show that she's doing will have me and Juliana as the feedback givers, and that's going to be the 29th at Hear.Say, the theater in Ann Arbor, and I'll be doing the feedback for that, and I'll be super cool at that. I'm so excited, so please come out. I got 2 more shows coming up in October, but I can't talk about those yet, but look out for those.
This Friday in Deerfield, it's a fundraiser with Chris Young. That's going to be fun. August 23rd, Monty's on Packard in Ipsy or Ann Arbor.
I got a lot of stuff, numerous things. I'm all over the state. Just go to samroseent.com.
I'm doing a Gaming McFitness. I build video game controllers into fitness machines, and then I stream that on the internet.
What?
What?
That's cool.
This has been a production of Planet Amp Podcast, powered by Pinecast.